What if the universe has been whispering to you all along, nudging you toward wealth, success, and transformation, but you've been too caught up in the noise to hear it? Every once in a while, we stop and wonder, why does abundance seem to flow so easily to others, while I keep trying, pushing, and struggling? Here's the truth. The universe doesn't play favorites. It sends signs, gentle, quiet, often overlooked, meant for all of us. And right now, as we step into the heart of June 2025, something rare is unfolding. A cosmic doorway is opening, a shift is beginning, and it's being guided by 6 powerful numbers. These aren't just random digits or lucky guesses. They're sacred, rooted in ancient Buddhist wisdom, aligned with the natural rhythm of the cosmos, and vibrating with the frequency of real, lasting abundance. This moment is about more than luck. It's about alignment, in the silence between your thoughts, in the patterns that keep repeating around you. These 6 numbers are waiting. They're not here to entertain, they're here to awaken. As this new portal opens, Mercury will sharpen your thoughts, bringing insight, clarity, and inspired action. Venus, meanwhile, invites your heart to open, to receive, to trust, to allow. It's a rare harmony, mind and spirit aligned for prosperity, and for those who are truly present, aware, open, and aligned. This isn't just a lucky season, it's a turning point, where peace meets prosperity, where spiritual depth fuels material success. And here's the part you don't want to miss. If you stay with me until the end of this video, I'll share one secret bonus number, a hidden master key known for unlocking doors that seemed permanently shut. This number doesn't just attract, it activates. But first, let's clear space. Take a deep breath. Inhale clarity. Exhale doubt. Let go of distraction. Return to center. Now do one small thing to raise your vibration and open your field. Like this video, subscribe to Buddhist Flu, and comment below this powerful affirmation. I am open to receiving abundance from the universe. Let's begin. Number 12. The silent architect of balance, intention, and deep connection. It's everywhere. On ticking clocks, on the calendar pages we flip, in the rhythms of nature we rarely pause to honor. But 12 isn't just a coincidence. It's not random, it's design. A quiet whisper from the universe, reminding us that life flows in sacred order. 12 hours of light, 12 of dark, 12 full moons, guiding tides, crops, and even the emotional waves within us. This isn't just structure, it's harmony, an invitation to move with the cosmos, not against it. And in Buddhist philosophy, the number 12 carries an even deeper wisdom. It speaks of the 12 nidanas, the 12 links of dependent origination. These aren't dusty, ancient ideas. They're a mirror, a reflection of how everything in our life is connected. From the first flicker of desire to the tangled roots of suffering, each thought, each action, each craving ripples outward, shaping karma, identity, and experience. Pause here. Breathe this in. You are not a separate being floating through space. You are woven into everything. The air you breathe has passed through trees. The emotions you carry are echoes of stories, some remembered, some not. The steps you take today shape someone else's tomorrow. That's the real gift of number 12. It's not about standing alone. It's about interconnected strength, the courage to feel, the bravery to open up, the wisdom to see that vulnerability is not weakness, it's truth, it's alignment. In Eastern tradition, the tiger is linked to this number, not for its wildness, but for its presence. The tiger doesn't chase every sound, it waits, it senses, it moves with intention. True power isn't in the roar, it's in the stillness before the leap. And that's the heart of 12, mindful courage, the kind that doesn't panic, but listens, that doesn't rush, but waits for clarity, that doesn't act from fear, but from truth. So today ask yourself gently, what does connected courage look like in your life? Maybe it's not about starting over, maybe it's having the honest conversation you've been avoiding, Maybe it's finally choosing rest after years of running. Maybe it's admitting it's time to grow, even if that growth feels uncomfortable. Because real courage doesn't always make a scene. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it hurts. But it always leads to transformation. And with number 12 guiding your path, remember this: you are never walking alone. The universe is already supporting your evolution, softly, constantly. All it asks is that you show up, fully, consciously, one intentional step at a time. And maybe, just maybe, true freedom doesn't come from escaping your life, but from finally choosing to stop living by someone else's version of it. Now, let's move into number 24. The quiet force that rewrites your inner script. In a world addicted to noise, speed, and applause, true power is often misunderstood. We've been taught that success has to be loud, that it needs announcements, achievements, and standing ovations. But what if real strength doesn't shout at all? What if it simply is? That's the quiet wisdom of 24. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't rush. It moves through life like a silent current, steady, grounded, and magnetic in its calm. As we move through the heart of June 2025, this number doesn't crash into your life like a storm. It rises slowly, like the morning sun, soft, certain, illuminating everything it touches. Number 24 gently invites you to reflect. Are you reacting or responding? Are you chasing or creating space? This is your call to return to stillness, not the kind that hides from life, but the kind that masters it. Let's break it down. The energy of 2 is your emotional compass. It speaks the quiet language of empathy, connection, and deep intuition. It's the part of you that notices what others miss, the inner knowing you feel before your mind catches up. Then comes the energy of 4, your foundation, your structure. It's solid, steady, and protective. It doesn't need to be flashy, because it's strong. Together, 2 and 4 become 24, a sacred union of heart and stability, feeling and form. It's the reminder that you don't have to choose between softness and strength. You can be both. You already are both. So today, let go of the pressure to prove. Instead, tune in. The path forward doesn't require more noise. It requires more presence, more truth, more of you. In Buddhist philosophy, this is the path of presence. The Buddha didn't seek the spotlight. He embodied awareness. His silence carried more weight than most speeches ever could. And that's the energy of number 24. Quiet, gentle, but never weak. It aligns beautifully with the rabbit in the Chinese zodiac. The rabbit survives not by force, but by feeling. It senses subtle shifts before they even arrive. It listens, it adapts, it flows. There is power in softness when it comes with awareness. So here's your practice. Don't wake up tomorrow to race through your to-do list. Wake up 5 minutes earlier. Sit with yourself. Just breathe. Just observe. Let go of the pressure to control every outcome. Instead, align with what matters. Listen more than you speak. Move with purpose, not panic. Chase less, receive more. Because 24 doesn't scream over the noise of your life. It waits, patiently, until you become still enough to hear it. And when you do, everything shifts. Not because life becomes easier, but because you become more centered in how you live it. If you're still here, listening, absorbing, that means you're not just chasing outer success. You're seeking inner alignment, a deeper kind of abundance. And that shift, it's already begun. If this speaks to your spirit, say it out loud. Comment below lucky path. Let it be a commitment, not just a comment. Because this path isn't just about wealth. It's about meaningful wealth. Wealth that feeds your soul, not just your wallet. And if something stirred within you, if a quiet part of your heart said yes, you can amplify this energy. Tap the thanks button. Offer a gift. Maybe $50, maybe whatever feels aligned. In Buddhism, this act is called dana, generosity. It's not about the amount, it's about flow. What you give returns multiplied, not just in fortune, but in clarity, peace, and profound purpose. Now let's move to number 36, a powerful threshold, not just a number, a shift in how you show up in your life. This isn't about rebellion for rebellion's sake. It's not about rejecting what's familiar. It's about rising from within. Ask yourself this: what if the fear that's been holding you back is actually the doorway to your freedom? Not freedom as escape, but freedom as ownership, owning your truth, owning your voice. Number 3 brings fire. It's the part of you that dares to express, to dream, to create, even when no one is watching. It's the urge to finally write that book that lives in your heart, to sing in your room, to speak your boundaries without apologizing. And then comes number 6, your anchor. It's emotional intelligence, it's responsibility, it's compassion for yourself and for others. It's the grounded voice that says, yes, dream big, but build wisely. Together, 3 and 6 form a sacred partnership. The spark and the struck soul and the center. They're not in conflict, they're in harmony. They are your blueprint for becoming. In the teachings of Buddhism, suffering doesn't come from chaos, it comes from clinging. So ask yourself gently, what are you still holding on to that's quietly draining your spirit? Maybe it's a version of success that no longer feels like your own. Maybe it's a job or relationship that gives you security but steals your peace. Or maybe it's just an old story, one that says you're not ready yet. But here's the truth. Letting go doesn't mean you've failed. It means you're clearing space. It means you're releasing so you can return to yourself. To begin tuning into the energy of number 36, try this. Name one lie you've been telling yourself. Something like, I'm too late, I'm not enough. Write it down, look at it, then destroy it, burn it, safely, rip it, bury it. Let it be a ritual of release. Let it remind you, you are no longer tied to that belief. Remember 3 moments when you felt fully alive, not when you were praised, not when you achieved, but when your spirit danced. Maybe it was a walk in the rain, a song that cracked your heart open, a conversation that lit you up. Choose one, bring even a small piece of it back into your week. Let it revive you. Look closely at your circle, who truly supports your becoming, and who only clings to the version of you that stayed quiet to keep the peace. Surround yourself with people who see your growth, not just your past. Because here's a quiet truth: the universe doesn't wait for you to be perfect, it responds to your readiness. When you stop hesitating, when you honor your own divine timing, that's when the real shift begins. Now, let's move to number 18. This number carries a subtle sacred truth. It doesn't demand control, it invites curiosity. It's not about silencing your mind like a strict teacher. It's about approaching it like a traveler, exploring a mysterious sacred land. Your mind isn't broken, it isn't something to fix. It's alive, untamed, overflowing with hidden brilliance. If only you stopped treating it like a problem and started treating it like a creative companion. So how do you welcome the power of 18? Start with 18 minutes each day. No plans, no pressure, no productivity goals, just space. Write in a messy notebook, sketch strange shapes, doodle your confusion, sit under a tree and do absolutely nothing. That time isn't wasted. That's where inspiration hides. And when you notice your thoughts looping, old fears circling back, doubts creeping in, just pause. Don't judge it. Just ask, is this thought actually helping me, or am I just addicted to thinking it? That one pause, that breath of awareness can change everything. It's the doorway, the shift, the choice. Let just one different thought in, and watch everything begin to change. Say yes to the weird, to the random, to the unplanned. That idea you usually dismiss, try it. That street you've never walked down, explore it. That stranger who starts a conversation, engage. Flow, creative energy, the kind that builds new lives, loves when we break our routines. It welcomes the unexpected, it lives in surprise. Because here's what most people forget. The world doesn't need your constant control. It needs your presence. It needs your energy. It needs the wild, untamed mind you've been trying to tame, the one filled with strange insights, messy dreams, and sudden moments of truth. Buddhist teachings remind us, don't suppress your thoughts, witness them, understand them, guide them, gently, compassionately, so the next time your mind feels wild and stormy, don't fight it, smile. That storm might be the very thing your soul has been waiting for. That chaos, it could be shaping your next breakthrough. If you're ready to stop resisting your thoughts, if you're ready to flow with them instead of fighting them, welcome to number 18, the sacred meeting place where curiosity becomes transformation. And if this message stirred something deep in your heart, consider tapping the thanks button and offering a gift, perhaps $50. In Buddhist wisdom, giving dana isn't just a nice gesture, it's a powerful energy exchange. What you offer in kindness returns to you multiplied, not just in fortune, but in clarity, peace, and purposeful alignment. Now enter the world of number 48, the silent power of patient growth. Imagine trying to hear your heartbeat in the middle of a storm. That's what it feels like to grow in today's world, where everything is measured by speed, noise, and applause. But here's the truth. Not all breakthroughs come with a bang. Some of the most profound transformations happen quietly, slowly, steadily. That's the way of number. It doesn't shout. It doesn't crave the spotlight. It doesn't rush. It simply invites you into a rhythm we've all forgotten, the rhythm of mindful, meaningful progress. Think of 48 like the soft glow of a candle in a dark room. It doesn't try to outshine anyone, but it still lights up everything around it. That's its strength. Unshakable, grounded, persistent. While the world rushes to chase milestones, number 48 whispers, trust your pace, honor your process, stay rooted, because real success, true spiritual wealth, isn't born from viral moments or sudden wins. It's built slowly, patiently, brick by brick, breath by breath. There's something deeply sacred about that kind of creation, because what you build with presence and patience, no one can ever take from you. Now let's go even deeper into the roots of 48. The number 4 stands for structure. It's the foundation beneath your feet, the morning routine you return to, even when motivation fades, the quiet sacrifices no one sees, the discipline, the consistency, the small choices that keep you grounded. And the number 8, it's the karmic energy of abundance. It reflects a universal law. What you plant with sincerity and integrity returns, multiply. This isn't just about financial success, it's about emotional peace, spiritual strength, long-term fulfillment. Together, 48 becomes a force of durable prosperity, the kind that lasts a lifetime, not because it was handed to you, but because you earned it, because you grew into it. Others may chase shortcuts, follow trends, measure success in likes and followers, but you're walking a different path, a mindful path, a path with depth and purpose. That's the quiet, powerful spirit of 48. The Buddha once said, "A jug fills drop by drop," and that wisdom still holds. Every small conscious action you take, saving a little, speaking with kindness, choosing focus over distraction, is a seed, and those seeds become your future. To live with the energy of 48 is an act of rebellion in today's pressure-driven world. It's choosing presence over productivity, patience over panic, and depth over speed. It's a silent vow, made daily, to build something that not only elevates your life, but brings peace to those around you. So pause and ask, where are you rushing for results when you should be rooting for depth? Where can you replace urgency with trust, noise with intention? Breathe that in, because those who build wealth with purpose, they don't chase, they align, they stay consistent, they give space for growth, and in doing so, They create something that lasts. And 48. It walks with them, quietly, steadily, like a loyal friend in a noisy world. Now, we arrive at the final stage, the number that carries the energy of rebirth, a spiritual reset, a doorway into your next chapter. This is the bonus number, number 8, the gateway to flow, balance, and lasting wealth. You might see it and think it's just a digit, but look closer. What you're really seeing is a rhythm, a loop that never ends. Turn it sideways, it becomes infinity. Stand it upright, it becomes a pillar of presence. This number isn't here to impress, it's here to guide, to hold a mirror to your potential, to whisper to the parts of you that are finally ready to listen, because number 8 carries the wisdom of cycles, the flow between effort and work and rest, give and receive, action and reflection. The more you push against the current, the more it pushes back. But when you learn to move with it, when you begin to trust the rhythm of your own life, everything opens. In Buddhism, 8 holds sacred meaning. It represents the noble eightfold path, the guiding steps toward enlightenment. Right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. It's not just a list, it's a way of being, a life built in balance, where inner truth meets outer action. So if this journey has stirred something in your spirit, if you're no longer seeking quick wins, but sustainable transformation, then take this number to heart. Let 8 remind you that life is not a straight climb, it's a spiral, and every turn, every pause, every step counts. If this message resonated deeply, if it brought you clarity, hope, or stillness, consider tapping the thanks button and offering a gift. Maybe $50, maybe whatever feels alive. In Buddhist teaching, this is dana, the sacred flow of generosity, not measured by the amount, but by the intention. What you give from the heart returns tenfold, not just in fortune, but in clarity, purpose, and peace. The numbers have spoken, but the transformation, that begins with you. Are you ready? This isn't just a lucky charm, it's a foundational truth. The Noble Eightfold Path isn't about impressing the world, it's about connecting with it, deeply, honestly, fully. Right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. These aren't lofty ideals, they're guideposts, daily reminders to align your thoughts, words, and actions, moment by moment. Because when you're in alignment, success doesn't feel like a battle, it feels like a natural result of who you're becoming. That's the quiet, steady energy of number 8. Not about speed, but direction. Not about force, but flow. So here's your invitation from Buddhist Flute. Spend 8 quiet minutes each morning, just you and your breath. No distractions, just present. Offer 8 genuine acts of kindness this week, without expecting anything in return. Let compassion lead. Write down 8 intentions, 4 for your financial growth, 4 for your spiritual well-being. Keep them where your eyes and heart can return to them every day. Because here's the truth. Life responds when you shift your energy, when your actions come from presence. Your abundance doesn't need to be chased. It arrives in silence, in alignment, in the quiet choices you make when no one is watching. Number 8 is not a finish line, it's a reminder. Everything comes full circle. Success, failure, pain, joy, it all returns. Only now, with more wisdom. Nothing is wasted, not your delays. Everything becomes part of the path. This isn't about being lucky, this is about being in tune. This is the Buddhist Flute, and while this journey may feel like it's ending, in truth, it's only deepening. So as we close this experience together, pause, breathe, let the energy of each number settle in your heart, not just as symbols, but as companions for your path. And if something in this video offered you even a single spark of clarity, if it helped you breathe easier, if it helped you see your journey in a softer light, Honor that moment, like this video, subscribe to Buddhist Flute, and comment below this powerful truth. I trust the sun. I am ready to receive. Sometimes all it takes is one breath to begin again. So stay aware, stay grounded, and walk your path with presence. I'll see you in the next video.